How's it going, guys? It's the Cranky Yankee here, and I haven't done this in a while, but we're doing another SPHL video. As you can see, went to the Ice Flyers game last night. Got myself a jersey. They lost in overtime, 3-2 against Evansville. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But first off, let's do some. There we go. That's better. All right, gonna do some standings here. Pensacola's zone number 1. And this is including, I believe this is including their loss last night. Got the updates. Best I can tell is I think they've like 4-0 I think right now up. And it's the second period if I'm not sure. Also, if you can see up top there, I also got a James Neal jersey. That's an old Pittsburgh jersey, but I paid $12 for that. I was gonna do an unboxing with that. I got a few more jerseys coming. Probably next week. I got 6 more. This will be 8 total I'll have. I paid less than $200 for all those. All in, I'm gonna pay about $300 because this one cost me like, oh, this one cost $100. This one was the most expensive one. You also can't get them unless you get them at the rink, so it's kind of like, yeah. Anyways, so Pensacola's in first, 27 points, 13-4-1. Peoria is tied with them, 13-4-1. With 27 points. Evansville is in third. That's who I saw them play last night, and I'll talk a little bit about Evansville, but they're a pretty solid team. They look pretty good. They are 10-5-3, 23 points. Huntsville has got 22, 10-5-2. Macon's got 9-5-4 for 22, and Mississippi's a 10-7-0 or 11-7-0 with 22 points. I'm not in the frame here. So that's that. Knoxville, 7-9-1, 15 points. Fayetteville's got 5-11-4 for 14 points. Birmingham's no longer in the bottom. They have 12 points. They've gotten 5 wins. I believe the last one I did, they hadn't had a single win. Maybe an overtime win, I don't know. But I did this one different. I actually included overtime wins in the wins. So, they have 5-9-2. And Roanoke, you probably can't read that little part right here, but they are 5-11-2 for 12 points. I have a little star next to this because all of those wins are in overtime. They have yet to win a game in regulation. Every game they've won has been in overtime. And so that's what that says. This is all wins in overtime. So that's that. Like I said, my team's up for it. We're number 1. We're tied with Peoria though, so excuse me. I'm getting over a cough. That's another reason why I haven't posted a lot. Got a cold. So I'm kind of not 100% yet. I'm better now, but I was pretty sick for a few days there. Now off to this part over here. Now these are leading point man, the point leaders. Houseworth still number 1, and he's Fayetteville, who's just barely in a playoff spot right now. Who he plays for? Well, you can't really see that. He plays for Fayetteville because I have the name right here. He plays for Fayetteville. 28 points in 19 games. This guy's solid. I wish I could see him play, but I didn't. Number 2 is Justin McDonald with 24 points. Or actually, okay, Jake Houseworth, 19 games played. He's got 9 goals, 19 assists, 12 penalty minutes for 28 points. Not bad. 28 points in 19 games is pretty impressive. I've realized you probably can't see this shit, but that's okay. Justin McDonald for Evansville. He didn't play last night. I think he's injured. Either he's injured or he's got a call-up. He's got an X next to his name, so I'm assuming he's probably injured. But he's got 16 games played. He's got 12 goals, 12 assists for 24 points with 10 penalty minutes. That's pretty good. And like I said, I wish I could have seen him play last night, but unfortunately I didn't. Sai Nutkovich. I don't know if he's Russian or something. 15 games played, 9 goals, 14 assists for 21 penalty minutes for 23 points. 23 points in 15 games. He's almost 2 points per game. He's averaging almost 2 points a game. That's pretty impressive. Jake Trask has got 17 games played. He plays for Macon. 11 and 11. He's got 11 goals, 11 assists for 22 points. 2 penalty minutes. The guy don't take penalties. He's taken 1 penalty in 17 games. So pretty good discipline. Dave P. That's that Polish guy. Pizengegny, whatever. The defenseman. By the way, defenseman. Still leading the league in defenseman for points. He's got 4 goals, 17 assists for 21 points in 17 games as a defenseman. He also has 44 penalty minutes. He's got the most penalty minutes on this list. But he's a defenseman, so I'm not really surprised about that. I wasn't half surprised to see that he had 44 penalty minutes at all. But the fact that he's got 44 penalty minutes and he's still got 21 points in 17 games, that's pretty good. Steve Melly. Mealy? I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But 17 games, 4 goals, 17 assists, 8 penalty minutes, 21 points. He's got the same amount as Steve. Or it's not Steve, as Dave. We're just going to call him Dave because I can't pronounce his last name. I think it's like Shenekny or something. I saw somebody try to pronounce it online, like one of the hockey guys' videos. Somebody had pronounced it for him. Anyways, he plays for Roanoke, which is interesting. He's top 6. Roanoke's in the bottom. There's also nobody from Birmingham right now on here either. John Shivo, 19 games played, 10 goals, 10 assists for 20 points, 4 penalty minutes. He's got 20 points in 19 games. He's a point per game player. Everybody on this list is a point per game player or better. Daniel Gensler plays for Macon. 17 games played, 3 goals, 17 assists for 20 points in 17 games, 20 penalty minutes. Like I said, the top scores did pretty decent people. Pretty decent numbers. I mean, I don't think they'd hold up in the AHL. They'd probably be getting like minus 10. Just take 10 away from everything here. Just take 10. So you'd be like 18 and 20 and 14 and 13 and 12 and 11 and whatever. Dan Clark. I think he played last night, but I'll tell you this. He was a ghost to me. I didn't notice him on the ice. I didn't notice anything. There's one person I'll tell you who I'll tell you after I'm done this. I'll tell you about with Evansville that I noticed, but he didn't stand out to me. I think he played. I'm pretty sure he played last night. I didn't see him. I didn't see the name. I did see the name. I saw him on the ice. I just didn't he didn't do anything. He was unspectacular, just unassuming. Kind of invisible, I guess. Dylan Clark, he's got 17 games played, he's got 6 goals and 13 assists for 19 points, 13 penalty minutes. And the final one, Caleb Cameron, plays for Macon. And if you notice, Macon's dropped a lot. They were like second or third, I think, my first video. Now they've dropped to 5th. Dropped 3 spots in then like a week. And Pensacola's moved up too, but that's not surprising. They've got three cups in the last 5 years. This team is a dynasty. Pensacola, this team is a dynasty. That's why this cost $100. Best team in the league, and arguably the best team in the league. Caleb Cameron, 13 games played, 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points and 10 penalty minutes in 13 games. Pretty darn good. Everybody, like I said, everybody on here is point per game or better. Now, notes about last night. I had a blast. So much fun. I brought my stepdad with me, and Katie came with me. She'd never been to a hockey game before, and she loved it. She was hooting and hollering and yelling and screaming at, telling them to fight and telling the goals to go in and everything. By the end, it was a lot of fun. 2 people that I noticed, 2 of my favorites who were my favorites previous to this game. Now they're definitely like solidified myself as my favorite players in this league, as well as my favorite players from Pensacola. That is Steven Rahoriak and Garrett Milan. Now, Steven Rahoriak, Rahoriak wasn't crazy fast, but he's a solid player. Very defensive, very responsible. He's a pretty responsible player defensively, and he got an assist last night. Garrett Milan also got an assist last night. Here's the thing about Garrett Milan. This is why I like this kid. I say kid. He's probably like 5-6 years younger than me. He's not a whole lot younger than I am, but he's 5'8", so he's tiny. He's not big. He's like 4 inches taller than me. He looked like a little kid out there. Like, he was the smallest person on the ice. Everybody towered over him. But this kid is fast. He's fast, and he's got some damn good hands. Like, he unfortunately it didn't come to fruition, but he had this pass where he was in the offensive zone. he literally passed behind his back and between his legs. Now, this is something that I would see happen in the NHL. This is not something I would have expected to see in the SPHL, in a minor or semi-professional hockey league. But a lot of these guys, a lot of the stick skills that you see a lot of NHL guys do, the practice, these guys do the same thing. Not all of them are as up to snuff as some of the NHL guys, but these guys have good hands. These guys are fast. They have good hands. And I saw this team 2 years ago with a completely different roster. They had a completely different roster 2 years ago when I saw them when I first moved here to Florida. And it's a completely different team. Like, literally, it was a completely different team. But, like, even, like, watching the game for both teams, it's so much faster. And there's so much more skill than there was 2 years ago. And it really excited me. Because I was really kind of not really sure if I wanted to do this anymore. If I wanted to follow the SPHL. Now, unfortunately, I'm not great at, I do these standing things, and I'm not exactly sure what to talk about. Like, I say, oh yeah, this guy has this many points in this many games, and I don't see them play. Unfortunately, I can't watch it on the television. Apparently, Katie was watching it at the hospital tonight. Oh, side note. My son had to go to the hospital last night because he's got a virus. He's got an upper respiratory virus, so they had to take him to the hospital, which was kind of sucky because I got called at 3 minutes left of the game last night. My mom's like, hey, I just want to let you know, don't worry, but Gideon's in the hospital. And I'm like, you couldn't have told me this, like, when he went to the hospital? He left for the hospital when the game started. She was like, oh, you're at the game, I didn't want to bug you. I'm like, I love hockey, Mom, but I love my son more. But anyway, so we left at, like, 3 minutes left of the game. It was 2-1. Evansville was down by 1. They scored in the last 2 minutes to tie it up. We left before overtime, so I didn't get to see I didn't get to see them lose. But I have the updates on my phone, so I had seen that they lost by 1 goal in overtime, which is fine. And the interesting thing is, I'm actually very surprised that Evansville won this game. Evansville had no hustle. They're slow. They weren't trying. Pensacola was 100 miles an hour every time. They hustled. They worked hard. They're a very hard-working team, and that's probably why they're top of the league. No, I'm not saying Evansville wasn't either. There's one kid, Williams, I saw. He got a goal. He actually looked really good, too. But he was the only person on the other team that I saw that really kind of looked like they were trying. Not that they weren't trying, but it's just everybody's kind of just like skating around. And, oh, here's the puck. Here, I'll pass to you. And it's just very lackadaisical and kind of just not trying. And like I said, Pensacola goes at line change. Boom. They're going out. They're hustle, 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 speed, speed. Busting their hump. They are a hard-working team. And a hell of a phenomenally fun team to watch. Very fun to watch. That's what I have to say about that. That's kind of my little spiel about this, but since I went to the game and I have my jersey, so I'll be wearing this for every SPHL video now. And I have another video coming up. I'm waiting on a specific jersey to come for me to do it. But that's the Scott Darling video. I have a Carolina Hurricanes jersey coming to me, and I'm going to wear that for when I do his, because that's who he plays for right now, even though he's known more as a Blackhawk, but he plays for Carolina currently. I figured, wow, I'll just get a Carolina jersey, because it was $12 online. That one, this one right here, by James Neal, $11.99, free shipping. So it was $12. That cost me $12. You can tell the front's not stitched. It's kind of like, not iron, like this is stitched. All these nut levers is all stitched. You can tell this is, I understand why this is a $100 jersey. It's very high quality, very well made. But yeah, so that'll be coming probably next week. I think Monday, I think they said a lot of them said, actually, I can't even believe I got that today. I wasn't expecting to get that until at least Monday. But yeah, so probably Monday or Tuesday, all my jerseys will come in, and I'll be doing some videos. I probably will do an unboxing. I was gonna do it for that one, but I was just too excited. I couldn't do it. I knew what one it was, and I was like, fuck, I want to see my James Neal jersey, so I did it. But that's it for me now. As you saw, I'm still a little stuffy. But that's it for now. You guys like these? Please comment, please like, please follow. Let me know what you think, because I enjoy doing this. I love writing on a whiteboard. It's weird. I just like doing this, so I like to have stuff to write. Leave me ideas. Like, give me stuff to do. I wanna know what you guys want to see. So leave me shit. But anyways, I'm the Cranky Yankee, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great one.